I was really interested in seeing this film because of Tom Hardy, him playing two roles at once. Seriously, he's already a great actor in his own right, but he's now playing two roles at once. Oh my god, give me this film like right now. Plus I was hoping for this film to be at least good because I've been on quite a dry streak recently of just seeing these mediocre, just meh films at the cinema a few times in a row, so I was like, please be good, please be good. So was Legend at least good? No. It was very good. I'm just going to kick off by saying this, Tom Hardy, oh my god, where do I even start with Tom Hardy? He was amazing in this film. If I had to give the Oscar to anyone as of right now, Tom Hardy gets it. Which role? Probably both, because he was just amazing in both roles. One fear I had though was that both of the Kray Twins are going to act the exact same, so pretty much Tom Hardy playing two versions of the same character. No, they are both completely different characters. Like you have Ronnie, the one who wears the glasses, he's really loose cannon. He's just come out of a psychiatric hospital. He's just out of his mind. He's just doing things because, you know, I'm going to do that and all that stuff. He sounds like Bane without the mask, and he was by far the most entertaining character in this film. Some of the things he just came out with, it was hilarious. Then you have Reggie, the one without the glasses. He's kind of a cooler guy. He's more straight-minded and he knows what he's doing. He's like the one who makes the most sense out of the two, and he just knows what to do and when to do it, etc, etc. He's the brains behind the operation, and Ronnie, he's kind of the bronze, but the loose cannon bronze. But like I said, I like the fact that both Kray Twins are not exactly the same as each other. They're two completely different characters, and Tom Hardy's performances of both Kray Twins were just amazingly compelling and just awesomely done. The supporting cast in this film was also pretty good. Tom Hardy's girlfriend, who the actress's name I really don't know, but she was really good in the film. I like her and Reggie's relationship. It's something you actually get invested into and something you start caring about, and you root for them. It's like, yeah, be a better couple and all that stuff, and it was a really good relationship. The rest of the supporting cast was good, but I felt like they were really underused. Like you have Christopher Eccleston, who's like the main detective going after the Kray Twins. I wish he did more in the film. Taron Egerton from this year's Kingsman, I wish he did more in the film as well. He's in there for like a few scenes, and he just only has a few lines in the film, which is a bit of a bummer for me because I thought he was awesome in Kingsman, but it's good to see he's getting work, so that's always great. They have David Thewlis, aka Remus Lupin from the Harry Potter series. He was like the manager of the Kray Twins of sorts, like he's the one like taking care of all the bank stuff, and I thought he was good as well, but again, underused. Now going into this film, I knew nothing really about the Kray Twin story. I just knew they were twins and they were gangsters who ruled London, so I went into this film fresh, not knowing anything that was going to happen whatsoever, and I was surprised that this film is actually not a completely dark gangster film. I wouldn't call this film a comedy, but it has quite a lot of comedic moments in there, and I don't know if it was intentionally comedic, like it was going for a comedic effect, but it's just like the way characters delivered certain lines and the way certain things were filmed and put together. It was quite funny. It was quite a hilarious film sometimes, like in the fight scenes and the dialogue spoken, and particularly by Ronnie, that Tom Hardy character. It was pretty funny. It was like kind of a cool comedic twist on like a dark-ish kind of story, and I liked it. I thought it was a really nice change of pace from typical gangster films these days. The soundtrack in this film was awesome. It's like really cool 60s style jazz music, like they're in a club sometimes and you hear like the jazz music in the background. It kind of reminded me of the game LA Noire that had some cool awesome jazz music, and it was a really cool ass soundtrack. It fit the film perfectly. This film is not as violent as I was thinking it was going to be. Now I'm not saying that as a negative, I'm just saying there's not as much violence as I thought there would be, but when there is violence, whoa, it is brutal stuff. There is one scene, I'm not going to spoil too much for you, but Tom Hardy, one of the Tom Hardys, gets a knife and he just stab, he stabs this guy about 30 times. I mean, I was like, whoa. Okay, it was some really brutally awesome stuff. In terms of any negatives I don't really have negatives of sorts, just more like regrets. Like I said, I wish more of the supporting cast was used more. And another thing, I do wish it showed more of them doing like gangster kind of stuff. Like a lot of this film focuses on one of the Tom Hardys being in his relationship with his girl and him like buying these clubs and all that stuff. I would have liked to have seen more gangster stuff. Like at the start of the film you have like Paul Bettany is the rival gangster, but he's like a cameo, literally. He's in there for like one scene. So I'm just saying I would have liked to have seen more gangster stuff and more like screw overs and more mob kind of wars, but that's just me, I guess. But apart from that, I had a hell of a good time with Legend. Tom Hardy is incredible in this film as both roles. I mean, he's Oscar worthy across the board. He's probably not going to get nominated because of all the other films that are going to come out that people are saying they're going to get nominated for Oscars, but if he gets nominated, I'll be happy because he deserves it. Have you seen Legend and what did you think about it? And if you haven't seen this film, what's your favourite Tom Hardy performance? Whatever your thoughts are, tell me down there. And if you like this stuff, be sure to subscribe because I got stuff coming to you guys all the time.